Hello, my beautiful patrons. How is everybody? I am going to do a video of the affirmations for each one of the runes that I shared on Patreon in video form, because initially I was just going to think about it, say what intuitively came to me, and write it down. But I thought instead I'm going to kind of channel now here on video, and we can kind of do that together. Now we're going to be looking at the chart, which uses the Futhark rune exercises with the Anglo-Saxon and Frisian additions. I'm just going to quickly make a quick note of that. They're slightly different sometimes in the way that they understand those particular runes. The additions are more modern to my understanding, and that was a conscious choice from me to you guys, because I think that it bears discussion, is interesting, that sigils can change over time, shapes can change over time, and it's good to honor both tradition and the evolution of personal gnosis. So that's why. And then we're going to be looking at affirmations. It's been a big kind of energy right now for affirmations. I've been big into them for about a week. I'm moving into like the new moon energies. There's something about it right now. It's very powerful. We're manifesting really strongly. So we're going to have a look at those runes. I've got the rune chart in front of me, so if you're a little bit confused, go onto Patreon. There is the rune exercise where you see which rune calls to you for the month, and it's quite important to the magical progression throughout this month on Patreon that you have an idea of which rune you feel connected to, or if you don't want to look on there, if you want to just decide which rune you'd like to work with for the month. And that's where we're going to go. So we're going to look at these, and I'm going to say what energy comes through as I'm looking at them. Feo or Fehu, depending on the pronunciation, because this has I think the more Anglo-Saxon pronunciations, because it's Fehu usually. Riches, wealth, abundance, money, gold. So what would be a good affirmation? Well, we've just come from abundance. So I am abundant and I attract abundance to me. I open myself to abundance and wealth. I open myself to riches. Riches, bitches. Have fun with it. It can be as personal, as silly, as serious as you want it to be. It's important. So, Ur is bison. There's been a lot of bison energy around recently. There's that kind of resilience. And it's Urus usually rather than Ur, I believe. So, yeah, it's slightly different to how it's presented on here too. That confused me for a second. It's usually like that, and on here it's much more. It doesn't have like this middle point here, which Urus usually has. So that's interesting. I might share the traditional Futhark as well, in case you want to compare and contrast. So bison, strength, resilience. But you know what it really makes me think of, because I have been in the bison energy and talking about bison energy to other people, is the interconnectedness between all things, because the bison affects everything in the environment around it, and it breathes life and energies of those kinds. So I am connected to resilience. I am resilience. I am connected to all things. I continue. That is definitely the affirmation right there. I continue. I can keep going. The next one is the thorn, which is Thurazaz usually, and is written here as dawn. This is quite confusing. I'm going to have to find the original Futhark runes in order to best do this. Okay. Well, thorn, I absolutely adore thorn, because it's very more organic in its energy. It's like blackthorn in the Ogham strafe, in the Celtic version of runes. They're loosely connected. And so a lot of people fear the thorn, the piercing, right? They're afraid of the battle. So what do? We become the thorn. Thorn can be, I sacrifice, but we should have a look at the shadows and how we feel around those energies too. So I move through the shadows of my sacrifice. I move through the shadow of my pain. I pierce the veil. There you go. So Os is one of the new ones, I believe. Yes, it's one of the Frisians, and Os means a god. So this is one of my first time having a look at these too, because this isn't where I usually work. I was just very attracted to the U bow one, which is further down. So a god. Is that connecting ourselves to the gods? I stand in the presence of a god. I stand within the god within myself. I'm connected to the gods. Something like that, maybe. So then we have Redo, or Rad as it's presented here, for riding. I'm quite impressed I can remember all the Nordic names, guys. My memory is rubbish. And Redo is riding here. It usually has like a horse context too. Movement, moving through. So Redo, what would be a good affirmation for Redo? I move, I change, I embrace the cycles of my life, I embrace the challenge of change, I step into adventure, something like that. Then this is is this a new one? Sen? No. Oh, it's torch. So this is how this is changed. So the one that says Ken here would be Kenaz, usually in the Futhark. I'm impressed that I managed to work this out too. I think I deserve a little round of applause right there. So Kenaz is torch, which is fire, and all that good stuff. So it's associated with Loki straight up in my mind as well. So there's a little bit of like a burning, a little bit of a passion, a little bit of lighting the way, light in the darkness, so you can see. I say I perceive would probably be really good. I feel, I transmute, because the transmutation is very important this month, as we will find out going forward. Gifu is Gabo usually, or they're interchangeable, and means gift or union. Union has been a big one for me. I really, honestly, I felt very drawn to Pertho, but actually Gifu has been following me around like crazy since, and I've been like, I feel like maybe I should just carry on working with Gifu then. So I am the point of nexus. I am the union between worlds. I am a gift to this world. I mean, but that is celebrating your own inner gifts and not allowing yourself to feel shame. Wunjo is the next one, or Rin as it's written in here, very Dragon Age, which is joy. I am joy. I embrace joy. I believe that I'm worthy of joy. All good things. Hail is Hagelas, which is written here as Hegel. H, and ice is it's hail and ice. Technically Isa is ice, but to me it's kind of icy. It's also very Nordic goddess Hel, because of Chris, and it's a rune that she really associates with hell, and so that's kind of where I take it, which is like the hail reveals the truth. The hail is the pain is the truth. I look at myself in moments of discomfort. I learn, I grow through discomfort. So then we have Nid, which is need, and is need a different one? No, it's not. I'm not entirely sure about the Nordic version of need. The things that I need, I honor my needs. It is okay that I have needs. Everybody has needs. I learn the difference between want and need. So there's that. Isa is written here as Is, which is ice. It is the stopping of movement. It is the halting. It is the calmness. So we're going to be, I hold myself here still. I hold myself in the present. I move no further until I have further information, perhaps. Or I move no further because this is my pinnacle to stand on, and it's my place. And I will stand here for what I believe. So I am kind of cold in my resolutions. Gear is a new one, which is year. And it looks exactly the same as Sacred Grove from the Ogham, which is interesting, a little bit of crossover there. So with it being year and gear, I think that's kind of a cyclic thing to me. I honor the years in my wisdom. I honor the wisdom in my years. That's what we're going with. I like that a lot. Then we have it was, which is written here as O, U. It's very protection based in the traditional meanings of it. It's like a little lightning bolt kind of thing. And so I am protected. I stand in my power. I am illuminated by my lightning power. I am lightning. I am thunder, baby. I am fire. I am death. I am Smaug. No, sorry. Regroup. I am protected. I am protective. I stand. I fight back. Peril is chessman here. And again, like, it's completely gone out of my head. They did not want me to look at this rune. I embrace my intellect. I embrace the moving pieces. I see that the world is more than I experience it. Then we have Ilox Reed. I did know what that one was. It's the fork. What is that? Now I'm going to have to double check. I'm really sorry, guys, because that's going to bother me. I should know this one. That's not correct. That's really helpful when the first one you pull up is not correct. Algies. Thank you. I was in my head of ease, but I couldn't get the first bits. And algies is also protection. So actually, Iwaz is more about Tree of Life, dreaming, and magic, and death. Okay, so algies. Divine protection and sanctuary. I find the sanctuary within my worlds. I find the worlds within my sanctuary. I am protected by the divine providence. I'm connected by my connections to my ancestors. And then we have Seagull, which is sun, which is N. Nope, that's not anyone. Is it not? I don't recognize it. I'm not sure which one that's supposed to be on here then. Seagull is sun. Yeah, they've got a different one in the Nordic one. That is changed. Okay. I step into the power of my light. I am illuminated. I honor the rising sun. Tyr here is Tiwu on this one, which is the god Tyr, is victory, is power. I move in the direction of my victory. I am victorious. I am victory embodied. Björk is birch or birth. I'm pretty sure that was birth, like the way that I learnt it. Yeah, Earth Mother, birth. I step into the power of the earth. I am the womb within the womb. I recognize and honor the Earth Mother. So then we have, which one is it here? Ehwaz, twin gods, relationships, horse, which is air on here. I honor my sexual self. I honor becoming. I honor partnerships. I am worthy. And then we have Manas, which is man, and that is I am within mankind. I am important in the history of man. A lagoose is water or a lake or a kind of stillness, fertility and renewal. Hi, Daisy Doo. I renew. I step into the water. I step into the waters of my psyche. I draw up my emotional self. I honor who I am on the inside. Ing is fertility, true love, music, and harmony, although on here it's given again as a god. It's interesting. I'm going to post the Fu Huak ones as well after I've done this video for you guys. So true love, music, fertility, harmony. I am fertile. I am bounty. I am a prize, baby. Othala on here is homeland, ancestry, and that is connected to the ancestors. That means a lot to me. This one is very personal. I am decorated in the spirits of my ancestors. So then we have Degas, which is day. I honor the new day. I honor the energies of each day passing. I can be renewed with each day. Then we have Ak, which is oak, which is one of the new ones. From little acorns, guys, grow mighty oaks. The oak cannot be destroyed by lightning. I will not be destroyed by this. I feel that one. I'm liking that one very much so. So then we have what I believe is Anzus, Odin, God, or ancestors again. We honor the Old Father, the all-knowing, the wise trickster. May he bless us. And then we have the one that really attracted to me, which is one of the new ones, which is you bow. I am like the bow, supple, resilient. I draw back and I fire into my destiny. Ear is a new one as well, which is earth. And so I am connected to the earth. I am part of the earth. The earth is a part of me. So I hope you enjoyed these affirmations, guys. I will absolutely share the Futhok system, the original, so you can compare and contrast following this video if you want to. And if you would rather use the original meanings, that might help you out a little bit, because some of these were a little more confusing than I realized until I really sat with them a little bit longer. I like the idea of the new idea, but I think tradition is good too, right? So we can balance between the two. I hope you enjoyed these affirmations. These are just some that I came up with, channeled, and delivered to you with love. Both hands. So I will catch you on the next one. We've got so much more content to go. This month is so exciting. Many blessings, guys. Much love.